Good afternoon on this day, the 29th of October, the year being 2023. I trust that you are well. Time to bring you up to speed on what has been taking shape in the world of news from all the 47 counties and beyond. But first, the highlights. Leaders allied to the opposition have condemned the government over new education funding model.
Kama serikali haijahakikisha kwamba haya mambo ya kusema hawatawalipia karo wameakanusha, tutaita wazazi wote.
Over 2,500 Posta Kenya employees to strike next week.
Posta has not paid our employees for the last 5 months.
The workers say they have not been paid salaries for months. Mount Kenya University students taking social sciences course in Mombasa donate basic needs and training to teenagers detained in Shimolatewa Boston Institution.
Our visit here aligns with our commitment in serving for our practical learning.
Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Moigi William. This is TV47 News Now. Starting off our broadcast, President William Ruto is today in Uasin Gishu County, where together with a host of Kenya Kwanza leaders are attending the celebrations of the Anglican Church Diocese of Eldoret 40th anniversary at the Eldoret Showground. Let's cross over and listen in.
Tukaanza kupangana tukasema tumekuwa watu hatuna nidhamu, saa zingine tunaenda tunavuruga kanisa. So tutaendelea kushape mpaka tukue watu wazuri. Na ni kweli saa zingine sisi wanasiasa tunapitisha maneno. Na tunataka tupunguze siku ya kanisa, tuwe na heshima ya kanisa, kwa sababu tuko na nafasi nyingine nyingi ya kuongea mambo yetu huko katika mikutano mengine. Lakini kwa sababu askofu umesema ya kwamba neno la Mungu linaambatana na nyinyi wenyewe mmekuja kutusaidia katika hiyo mambo ya maendeleo ya taifa letu la Kenya, so that you can have a wholesome human being, a wholesome society and a complete nation. Tutashirikiana katika kazi hizo zote ya kutusaidia kupeleka Kenya yetu mbele. Mambo yale ya maendeleo katika sehemu hii mimi nimeongea kwa kirefu na wabunge wa sehemu hii. Tumekuwa na mkutano leo asubuhi na tumekubaliana yale mambo ya maendeleo ya sehemu hii. Mambo yenu ya barabara, mambo ya maji, mambo ya stima, mambo ya kilimo, mambo ya matibabu na mambo yale mengine yote tumeyapanga na tumekubaliana vile tutasonga mbele. Nataka niwashukuru. Tuko na mambo matatu ya muhimu mambo manne actually, ambayo lazima tuyatilie mkazo na tuyapange vizuri. Ya kwanza ni mambo ya kilimo. Katika manifesto yetu tulisema kilimo ni mahali ambapo tutapata chakula, tutapata ajira na tutaondoa nayo umaskini na kuongeza mali katika mikono ya wananchi. Na ndio tukasema lazima tuwe na mpango makusudi, deliberate, ya vile kazi hiyo itafanyika.
All right, there you have it. That is President William Ruto addressing congregants who are attending that particular celebration in Uasin Gishu, or rather Eldoret Showground. But don't worry, more details in our subsequent bulletin as we're keeping tabs on that particular story and cover it the best way we can. Now let us shift gears to matters education. The embattled Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni has termed the new education funding model as unrealistic, stating that many parents will be unable to pay fees for their children due to the unfavorable government policies and high cost of living. While addressing the press in Nyahururu town, Kioni said that despite the efforts made by Kibaki and Uhuru's government in matters education, the Kenya Kwanza government has made it difficult by abolishing some policies that ensured there is free education to Kenyans from primary to university level. He added that if the government fails to relook on these policies, he will join other Kenyans to come out in large numbers to protest against punitive government policies.
Watoto wakifika wakati wa kurudi shule, kama serikali haijahakikisha kwamba haya mambo ya kusema hawatawalipia karo wameakanusha, tutaita wazazi wote watokezee Kenya mzima na wachukue sufuria, tupigie hii serikali hawa watu wako kwa serikali sufuria, waelewe ya kwamba sasa kama huelewi jaa ilikuwa ya nini na hukuelewa tulikuwa tunasema sufuria ya nini, ni mambo kama haya kusema ya kwamba unaweza ukaodoa the free primary education, free secondary education, and you also want free university education. The minimum that they can do is to ensure that our children are going to school and are getting the necessary education.
Moving on, Kenyans will not access Posta Kenya services across the country from 2nd November due to strike, which has been called by Communication Workers Union to protest a delay in payment of the salaries of the corporation employees. Over 2,500 Posta Kenya employees have not been paid for the last 5 months, leaving them struggling as the cost of living continues to affect many Kenyans. Communication Workers Union National Treasurer, that is Joseph Ranjao, says that all employees will down their tools from next week and all post offices across the country will remain closed until employees are paid all their dues. Ranjao has called for the national government to come out and avert the crisis to save the corporation from collapsing, as well as ensuring workers are paid all their arrears without delay.
This press conference to confirm that we have our General Secretary in calling the strike, which will start on 2nd November. This is because Posta has not paid our employees for the last 5 months. Why are we in this crisis? 4 things. 1, we have an inept board which does not know what to do with Posta. Their work is to come to work, to come to the offices, take allowances and go. Number 2, we have a problem with the government agencies. For example, IBC and Unduma centers. Posta distributed all the erection materials and they were not paid. IBC owes Posta more than 1 billion. Unduma Center is housed mostly in Posta houses. They don't pay electricity, they don't pay anything. They owe Posta more than 1 billion also. We are calling on the president to help Posta before 2nd. From 2nd, we want all post offices closed, including the management, because they are also not paid. So let us all stay at home. We shall have a press conference, only then we go back home until when the management will be able to pay.
Elsewhere, Kiambu County Lands Historical Injustice Association members have petitioned National Lands Commission to address historical injustices in the county since pre-independence days. Speaking during their submission of the petition to the Lands Office, the Vice Chairman George Masharia said that their members are living in poverty and congested family circle, whereas others are living in dire need of land to extend their families and do agricultural activities. Mboro Mudhumbi challenged the government to speed up the process of their compensation.
Watu wetu unaishi ufukara mbaya sana. Mnaweza kufikiria Kiambu ina utajiri, watu wa Kiambu ni matajiri. Si ukweli. Watu wetu wamekuwa one-eighth inakaa watu bwana na watoto wake 3 na vijana wao. Lakini mnaona manyumba ya ghorofa. Wengine wetu wanakaa kwa village. Karibu watu wetu wanakaa kwa village. Nusu eka, havaneka. Wale wengine wanakodesha nyumba, sile zimejengwa ni watu wengine wale wametoka nje wamejenga, wamenunua wamejenga. Sasa swali ni je, commissioner, watu wetu wataishi kwa itabu kwa miaka ngapi, hadi lini, kutoka lini?
Tunaamini mashamba yetu itarudi na tutasikizwa na yatarudishwa. Mpaka leo watu wa Kiambu ambao wanakisia kuwa milioni 2 wakasema ni mpaka wakuje, maana walikuwa na ahadi na chairman wa commission kwamba hii mambo yao igeamuliwa ifikao mwezi wa 3 mwaka huu.
Shamba ni yetu, hakuna complainant, mbona hatupewi au turudishiwe? Second, tulipoanza hii mambo ya ardhi, tangu leo ni karibu sijui mwaka 10 na kitu, serikali kitaka shamba yao, tuliona wanapamua manyumba within 7 days, wanamaliza mashamba yao wanachukua. Kwani yetu sio mashamba?
Now, to a developing story, the Ministry of Education has commenced investigation into the tragedy in which 5 Standard 8 candidates from Arap Moi Primary School in Tarakwa, Uasin Gishu County drowned on Saturday. Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogwa stated that his ministry is closely now working with the Ministry of Interior and National Administration to ensure thorough and conclusive investigations are conducted into the unfortunate incident. At the same time, Machogwa cautioned teachers, parents and guardians against exposing learners to risky activities and environments, especially during the national examination season, calling for calm and patience from the affected schools, families and communities as the investigations into the tragedy continue. All right, we are still keeping tabs on that particular story. More details also in our subsequent bulletin. Elsewhere, as a growing number of Kenya's youth continue to scramble for the few available job opportunities amid tough economic times, young and celebrated personalities like Aziad Nasenya, who is one of Kenya's leading influencers, are spearheading a mindset transformational campaign to empower young people who in most cases are frustrated due to unemployment. The renowned content creator engaged hundreds of campus students at Kenyatta University in an empowerment social conversation in partnership with education stakeholders led by Big East Africa, aimed at encouraging young people to believe in themselves and proactively chase after their dreams. Aziad noted that the youthful initiative is in its second year and is meant to inspire confidence and self-empowerment among young people amidst the unemployment crisis to enable them align themselves for the available job opportunities.
I've learned a lot. Like, it's been so educative from everything that Aziad has said. She has told us that it is good to be confident. Like, confidence is what is helping people. Like, that is what helped her from where she was and to where she is right now.
The event has been impactful and has given us ideas and broadened our perspective on life. So it has given us courage. You know, courage is necessary. I'm also not used to publicity, but as you can see, I'm not speaking in public online. So I think it has helped us and has enlarged our mindset.
I want every little girl, every young boy out there to know that, to see my journey, that I have made it and it's possible. Anyone can literally make it, and to just empower them, because I love empowering people. I love it when people are better versions of themselves. So I just want everyone to become a better version of themselves. Work hard, pray to God, and love yourself. It's very important right now. It's a very, I'm saying this like literally all the places I'm going to. It's a hard time to be a young person in this generation. You have to work hard, you have to stand out, you have to put in the effort and put in the hard work.
This being the second year of Wembesha, the impact has been good. We are achieving our objective, which is to talk to students and help them learn about self-care and how to build on their confidence, because it's part of preparing them for the future. And so far it's working well. And so far I think for this year we have interacted with about 12,000 students. So I would say it's going on well.
All right, my take home today is courage is necessary. Mr. Director, you've heard that. Moving on, Mount Kenya University students undertaking social sciences courses in Mombasa have taken practical roles as they engage teenagers at a Boston facility in Mombasa, donating footwear, toiletries, and other much-needed items at the center. The students noted the stereotypes adopted by members of the society regarding the children who have been in the conflict with the law, which often is extended after the children finish their term of training. The society, therefore, has been urged to embrace the reformed children and guide them through the acceptable norms.
We are here for a community service day, specifically for DCRM students, security students. Our visit here aligns with our commitment in serving for our practical learning.
One thing that we actually did was motivate and actually empower these kids who are here and make sure that when they are out there, the community at large will be there to support them in terms of what they have done in their lives before.
We have encouraged them that in case when they finish their duration of imprisonment here, that we are ready to receive them, and they will be part and parcel of the great society behind them.
This is the kind of activity or event we pride ourselves in, and therefore we felt the urge or need to bring in toiletries and stationery, basically to support the needs of these fellow brothers or sons that are going through training, having been in conflict with the laws of the society.
And really the objective of this visit is to imprint in the students values of camaraderie with the rest of the society, given that we have so many social issues that confront us, and any of us or any of our children could find themselves in such an institution. So we have been honored to share time and to gift the boys with some much needed items.
All right, and with that noble cause being undertaken by students from Mombasa, MKU, time for a short commercial break, but do keep it TV 47. More news on the other side. All right, thank you for keeping and always choosing TV 47 to keeping you informed on what is taking shape across the country. Welcome back. This is TV 47. Now to more news. A section of Azimio members of parliament have opposed the proposed increment of school fees for high schools for the year 2023-2024, where parents will cough up to, that is 19,626 Kenya shillings per year for the national schools and 25,000 for extra county and county schools and 5,000 for day schools. Speaking in different events, the MPs Babu Owino of Embakasi East, Gideon Mlungi of Mwingi Central and Robert Basil of Viata warned the government government to instead offer free education to encourage literacy in the country, arguing Kenyans have been burdened by overtaxation.
Sasa mkifungua shule, fees itakuwa juu. Tunauliza Ruto, wewe ni Mkristo. Wewe unajiita Mkristo. Na tunakuheshimu. Tafadhali wananchi wanaumia. Tafadhali. Kama hapa kwetu nyumbani hapa Kitui ni mahali ya njaa. Mvua ikokosekana, hakuna chakula. Na wewe kazi yako ni kuongeza school fees, kuongeza unga, kuongeza mafuta. Tunakuomba funguza gharama ya maisha. Hiyo tu.
Saizi nimeona proposal ya kuongeza karo ya shule ya upili, secondary fees. Yes. Karo ya shule. Wananchi hawana chochote. Sawa sawa?
Mheshimiwa, hawa tu kazi yao ni rahisi.
Moving on, residents in Eastleigh Air Base area have decried the deteriorating environmental conditions and insecurity at Kibereli Lane that serves a primary school and churches. During the exercise, several significant concerns were raised, including the exposure of school-going children to prostitution and drug-selling activities along the road. In response, residents organized a procession to the Assistant County Commissioner's office at Airbase, where they submitted a petition requesting increased security measures for the area and an end to dumping in the vicinity. The residents also planted trees along the road with the help of the area assistant chief.
Kwa hakika tumefanya mengi kutafuta jinsi gani tutapata suluhisho la usafi wa eneo letu la Kiberere Lane. Tumeandika mabarua mengi kwa ofisi nyingi za county, za polisi, kwa DO, kwa chifu, lakini mpaka sasa hatujapata suluhisho lolote. Tunaomba turuhusiwe tuweke baria, geti zilizokuwepo kwa ajili ya kutunza mazingira haya. Pili, barabara hii iwekwe lami ili iweze kuonekana nzuri, tusiweke tu mageti bure. Na tatu, kwa eneo lote hili la Airbase hakuna choo cha umma. Kwa hiyo watu wanakuja kutafuta mahali pa kujisaidia mahali popote. Basi choo cha umma kiwepo katika eneo hili ili kupunguza ama kuondoa tatizo hili.
Na hii usafi itatusaidia kwa njia mingi sana, kwa sababu hapo tutapata magonjwa itakuwa imepungua ama tumeweza kucontrol. Pia mambo ya drugs tutaweza kucontrol. Kuna child abuse pia iko hapo. Alafu pia kuna ile prostitution ilikuwa inaendelea hapo, haswa watu wanapokuja wanasema mara wanabadilisha nyumba, wanaitumia kama moteli.
Now, to the coastal side of the country, the youth in Taita Taveta County have benefited from an Ubuntu leadership program that is organized by Ubuntu Leaders Academy in partnership with the Taita Taveta University of Impact Leadership Skills to Young Persons. In an Ubuntu Fest program ceremony in Taita Taveta University, more than 50 youths were celebrated for completing their course and awarded with certificates.
This Ubuntu Fest in Taita Taveta University become an important moment to celebrate this network. And I think the world needs Ubuntu, and Kenya and all the countries in the world need this kind of Ubuntu spirit. We need to build this concept. We are all branch of the same tree. We are all one humanity. And this is what about the Ubuntu Leaders Academy.
Apart from these activities that Ubuntu has now brought here at Taita Taveta University, Ubuntu has gone ahead to undertake two very important issues relating to the university and the society. We have had a staff exchange with our partners in Pojiko. We have had a student exchange. And now we are at the point of collaborating in developing programs, academic programs that are relevant.
And with this program, where we are having a collaborative effort
between Taita Taveta University and the state of Portugal. We are glad because the kind of values being imparted by this program, there are values which were almost going underground, but they are very important. They have been there, but it is so good to know that they are being revived again.
Away from that, Top Score Brands Awards 2023 celebration brought together several companies who were awarded for exemplary performance at a Nairobi hotel. The celebrations sought to promote and honor brands through recognition and ranking, as well as creating independent and accountable brands globally. During the awards, Kenyans were asked to be very vigilant when buying and investing in land and property across major cities, especially in urban areas, to avoid cases that have been recently witnessed like Mavoko demolitions.
When we acquire these lands, we urge the investors to do their proper due diligence so that we may not have the cases that we've had in the near past. It is very painful to see such kind of losses investment just gone like that. But at one time, it could be avoided. When investing, there's no shortcut. When it comes to investment, there's no shortcut about it. You have to do it clean. And also when the deal is too sweet, when it comes to real estate, think twice.
The dedication, the effort that my team has done, I give this glory first to God, our fans, my clients, and my team. We work with a lot of people, including the other companies, and we complement each other, and that's why we have been able to be where we are and be the most trusted and the most reliable tour and travel company in Kenya. Yes.
And today, as Amara Realty, we've been awarded as the most trusted, most reliable, and most customer-centric real estate company in Kenya, 2023-2024. And that has come through the dedication and through doing things differently in this space of real estate. And as a Jane of Amara Realty, I've been awarded the Woman CEO of the Year, and I'm grateful.
Now let us turn our focus to matters of sports. Starting off, Ephraim Wachira emerged the overall winner for this year's Inua Boy Child Golf Tournament held at Ruiru Golf Club. The tournament attracted 232 golfers who came to support the initiative of the forgotten boy child in the society. Wachira won an on handicap 20 with 41 points, while second runners-up Rafael Moura had a handicap 21 with 41 points. In the ladies category, Beatrice Oero emerged lady winner on the handicap 16 with 40 points, while second runners-up Sophie Mboshi won on 16 handicap with 38 points.
It's always pink, so we can't use it so much. Congratulations to you, Sophia. I think you are doing...
Victor, and I'm happy to have such an organization that supports boy child. And as an individual, I also support Inua Boy Child Initiative, sababu it starts from the childhood. Penye unapata mtoi akianguka, anaambiwa mwanaume hafai kulia, na inaanza hapo, so una grow ukijua that kuna vitu mwanaume hafai kufanya. Unapata maybe boy umebuliwa na dem mwenye ni mkubwa kwako, ukienda kuambia mbogi na kuambia mwanaume unapigwaje na dem, so unapata unajiwekea. So tunashukuru kwa organization imekam hivi, nasema Inua Boy Child, you can speak, share, na tuambie pia maparo, unaambia kijana that ni poa kuongea na pia ni poa kulia kama una feel hurt. So tunashukuru Inua Boy Child kwa hiyo.
It has been a very, very exciting day. I was joined by great partners and also by members of Ruiru Sports Club and the leadership as we did this golf tournament on issue of raising the issue of Inua Boy Child, or empowering the boy child and making it come closer home and to our hearts. And like the captain of the club has ably said, it has been a beautiful day. We've had beautiful conversations in the course. We want to make the issue of empowering the boy child a domestic issue.
It's an initiative that seeks to bring boy child to the fold so that it can also be counted as a success in the society where it comes from. And of course, there is a lot that we'll be doing going forward to just